Defeat to West Indies off a reminder to England that a shocking performance remains within them. It was not exactly losing to Scotland, but England's defeat to lowly West Indies in the second one-day international was a stark reminder to the no-one team in the world that they still have a shocking performance in them with time running out before they host the World Cup. Remember, West Indies are a dismal ninth in the one-day rankings and only just qualified for this summer's World Tournament at the expense of a desperately unlucky Scotland whose victory over England in Edinburgh last summer remains a rare blip for Eoin Morgan's all-conquering side. Here there was no unplayable bowling to blame nor any demons in a Kensington Oval pitch that was full of runs in the first one-day international and only a fraction more difficult for batting in Friday's second. Yet England's still fragile batting imploded against a 29-year-old saluting journeyman in Sheldon Cottrell who became a late replacement in West Indies squad only when Shannon Gabriel was banned and Kemo Paul was injured. We turn up trying our hardest to win every game, but it doesn't happen every time, and we were beaten by the better side today, and learning from that isn't a bad thing, said England captain Eoin Morgan. We will see in the next game whether we learn from it or not. True, England were the victims of the sort of truly shocking decision by a home umpire that appeared to have been left behind in cricket star cages when Barbadian official Gregory Brathwaite gave Tom Curran out LBW to a ball from Jason Holder that may have missed a second set of stumps. One local official is still assigned to one-day internationals alongside an ICC elite umpire, in this case Bruce Oxenford. But Brathwaite did not appear up to the task, and it did not need technology to show he had made the sort of howler DRS was supposed to eliminate. It did not here, of course, because Ben Stokes, who was seemingly taking England home comfortably in their pursuit of West Indies below par 289 for 6, had just wasted his side's review to a clear-cut behind decision that Brathwaite had got right. England needed 57 off 9 overs when Curran became the seventh man to fall, but he has been in good batting form in the Big Bash and could have conceivably taken England home. But Morgan refused to complain about the decision afterwards. "It happens, and it was a good tester for us," said Morgan, who was unhappy when an England review against John Campbell in the West Indies innings took more than 5 minutes for TV umpire Paul Wilson to adjudicate on. And even then it seemed inconclusive as to whether the ball from Moeen Ali had touched Campbell's glove. It's frustrating when it goes against you, but it can throw you one of two ways, and I think the guys responded well when it went against us. Not well enough to go 2-up in this last 5-match series before England must name their World Cup squad on April 23 and they head to Grenada for tomorrow's third match, needing to avoid more slip-ups for the sake of their preparation for a tournament they are expected to win. One hugely positive sign for England is the continued rise of Mark Wood, who almost matched his St. Lucia test speeds of 95 miles per hour here, plus gained reverse swing from one of the two white balls used in one-day internationals that rarely move off the straight. Wood had appeared to be vulnerable to the emergence of Jofra Archer, who qualifies for England next month and could be fast-tracked into the World Cup squad. But if he can stay fit and firing, now looks certain of a starting place, let alone a slot in the squad. "I think I'm one of the guys under threat, but I wouldn't say that night and day I'm up worried about Archer's role," said Wood after West Indies' 26-run victory. "He is a world-class performer, but I'm going to continue with this bit of confidence and half-decent form I've got to push my case. It's not really talked about in the dressing room, but I'd be stupid to think my place wouldn't be up for grabs if I didn't put in the hard yards, because he bowls quick as well, so we'll have to see what happens." Meanwhile, Morgan is adamant England's best white ball seam bowler and Chris Woakes will be fit for tomorrow and the bigger challenges that follow this summer after he was left out of Friday's match to nurse his ongoing knee problem. "We're not pushing him to play 2 games in 3 days because down the line at the World Cup he won't have to do that," added the England captain. "He could have played today, but his risk of being injured would have been quite high. The World Cup is a completely different kettle of fish and we expect him to be fit for that."